Hey everybody, Todd McFarlane. Happy Friday. Hope your week went good. Just want to give you a quick little story, show you some artwork here that's sort of interesting. All the comic books, when I was doing them, had these corner boxes in them, right? So you'd get the Marvel box, you get the price tag, and then you'd get the comics code, right? When I took over Amazing Spider-Man, and this is $2.98, so this is the very first Spider-Man I ever did here. This is the one we showed on April Fool's Day, where my dad cut it. I always thought this was a weird logo, that Spider-Man is running, given that he actually swings on webs and all that other stuff. So when I took over the book, I very quickly said, hey, is it okay if I do some new artwork for it? So as time went by, they said, yeah, sure. You can create something that's a little bit new. And so what I did was I took Spider-Man, I did this drawing, this is my artwork, and I did this drawing, and he's upside down. Why? Because he's a spider, and he should be in there. So I just put him hanging upside down and put some of the webbing on it and whatever else. So this is whatever issue, this is 304. So they started using it, I don't know what issue, but that was there. Anyway, so I created this maybe in 1990, 1991, right? Well, all of a sudden, I don't even think about it, you know, time goes by, you're busy doing stuff, we start Image comic books. 20 years goes by, and I get a letter in the mail, right? So I create this thing in 1991. I get out of the blue, you know, it's been, we created Image in 1992, so even almost 20 years after creating Image comic book, I get a letter and somebody says that, oh, by the way, they happened to find something that was in a file and they wanted to know if I wanted it back. It's only one thing, and they want to know whether my address was it. So I take the envelope and I shake it out, and what falls out of it is the original artwork for this corner piece. So somehow that original artwork that I had done, and here's the artwork here. You can see how big it was compared to my hand. So I didn't draw it very big, but you can see I even made a note here: new corner symbol for Amazing Spider-Man. Right, so that was 1992. It's not so new anymore. And then somebody must have, I guess, found it, fell out of some file, and they saw my name was on there. I'd signed it, and they sent it to me. So it was sort of a happy surprise that after 20 years, I was able to get a piece of sort of artwork that has a little bit of history to it, as it ended up being the new logo that they use, and even all the way to the very last issue of the last issue that I did as Spider-Man. They even took it and they turned it sideways. And put it on here sideways. So, and the other thing that I did, I don't know if you can notice it, but in the later version, this one right here, I added just a little bit more webbing to it. Can you see the face? There's more webbing on that than there was on this one. On this one, there's like 1, 2, 3 circles on his face. This one, there's a lot more. So as I started adding a little more detail to Spider-Man's face and doing all these web circles here, I ended up changing the logo just a little bit so it actually had even more webbing on it. Essentially, all I did was I basically doubled it up. I went in there, they gave me a copy of it, and I just doubled it up. So instead of having only 1, 2, 3, I ended up making 6 of it. See? So if you go to this leg here, you see that there's now more. But anyways, a little bit of Marvel history, McFarlane history there. I thought you'd like it. Anyways, have a good weekend. Hope you enjoy it. Peace.